think people come over, because otherwise. That's why. So he puts, 2 or 3 lines of maize. He's down to 2 lines of maize at very high population. The reason for that is because he wants all the sun energy to come to every leaf. So if we plant the whole field of maize, then there's only the top leaves which are getting sun. And that's the petrol. You want to put petrol on the whole plant. So just put 2 lines of maize, and then a high population, and he puts them like that, like soybeans, like every 5 centimeters. And then he puts a line of legumes, because legumes, as we can see in the forest, are very important. There's millions of legumes. If you go carefully in the forest and start observing, you'll see a lot of grass, yes. But when you look more carefully, there's a lot of bean type of plants, right? Legumes, and all of those are fixing nitrogen. Taking nitrogen. Where's the biggest nitrogen in the world? Why do we need to bring nitrogen from Saudi Arabia right now? In the form of fertilizer, urea, E-compound, all has a lot of nitrogen. It all comes at the moment from Saudi Arabia or Russia or Ukraine. Where is the most nitrogen? Okay. It's where?
The sky.
In the sky. Exactly. We're breathing it every time we breathe. What percentage is? 78% is nitrogen. So why would you go, when it's all around your plant, why would you need to go all the way to Saudi to get nitrogen? That's not my fancy one. Please. We have really become victims of good marketing. And it's clever, very clever. The people that get rich right now are the people that make the input system such that we cannot do without it. Most farmers today think that they cannot farm without inputs. How many people believe that? Hands up if you believe that you need inputs. You need fertilizers, you need chemicals. You can't start farming until you have money. Come on, be honest. All right. So Sebastian will mix up his field with lines of pigeon peas. So he needs trees. He needs some deep-rooted plants. So he uses pigeon pea because that's got a 6 or 8 meter root, and it will stay alive for. Well, we remove them after 3 years, but they will grow on indefinitely. The yield will grow off, so we replant them every 3 years. So we just cut them and they grow again, just like tomatoes. So we're using pigeon peas. This is a field which has been cleared and there's nothing left. If I had a forest, I may start in a different way, but in an already cleared field, we need to replace the forest. Pigeon pea is quite a good one. Put 1 line of pigeon pea. The good thing with pigeon pea, it grows slowly in the beginning, so that gives you a chance of your crops, your other crops to grow fast, and then later on it starts growing. A lot of good food for your cows, your livestock, for the chickens in the dry season, because it stays green. When everything else is drying off, the pigeon pea is still green. And then you'll have some trees. He's got trees also mixed in the line. We'll have Gluricidia, Lucina, Hispania, these legumes, more legumes. We want so many legumes because grasses love nitrogen. They just love nitrogen. They need nitrogen to grow well. So and then he'll split it and he'll put some soybeans or some shower or 3 or 4 lines of cowpeas. And then he'll start again with another line of pigeon pea, 2 lines of maize. In the maize, he's also got beans or bomba and pumpkins. Why did your grandmother grow pumpkins under the maize? It's quite good, actually. She didn't like weeding. Something really when your bag is finished, you stop farming. So she thought, well, let me get something with a big leaf, which is going to cover the whole ground and stop all the weeds germinating or growing. So very So mixed cropping, if you put at least 8 or 9 crops together in the same field, you've got a chance of now maintaining the soil, because all those plants are now interacting, the roots are interacting with the microorganisms and feeding the microorganisms, producing energy, and in return, the microorganisms are feeding the plants with nutrients. And those nutrients are critical because you don't want to buy them, they're expensive. When I was young, when my dad left the wildlife department and we joined the farm uncle in Mazabuka, I remember the bag of fertilizer was 2 kwacha. And a bag of maize, 90 kgs, we were selling at 4 kwacha. And so you could say that 45 kgs, half a bag of maize, was the same as 1 bag of fertilizer. So that was cheap. That was when oil was so abundant and cheap, and there was boom in the world. Let's get hooked on this oil. And boy, did we get hooked. Now, how many bags of maize do you have to grow to get 1 bag of fertilizer today? So fertilizer is about 800-900. The maize goes for 120, 150 if you're lucky. Produce a price. So you need 6 or 7 bags of maize to get 1 bag of fertilizer, and it's going to get worse. I mean, all these wars around are not because people don't like each other. Right? Half of Americans are Russian